for restoring the voting rights of hundreds of thousands of disenfranchised Virginians. Governor, thank you for joining us.
Can you hear me, Brian?
I can hear you now.
Oh, good. You've unmuted me there. Great. Well, hey, everybody in Fairfax. Great to be with you. You know, I generally don't do straw polls, but for you, Brian, and the Fairfax Dems, I wanted to get on this with you and thank all of you. First of all, I want to thank you for all the grassroots activism. We are now a good blue state presidential. We're a purple state probably in off years, but it's Fairfax who always leads the way. So let me first of all thank all of you for your great work. You think of the progress we have made over 8 years has been truly extraordinary. And you think when I ran in 2013, we had the most anti-gay, anti-women, anti-environment legislation in America. We're a different place today, and all of you have made that possible. I thank you for joining with me today. I'm running for governor to be the 74th governor. I'm back in it because we obviously are going to face some huge challenges because of COVID. The state's moved along nicely, but now 180,000 people have lost their job. 700,000 Virginians do not have access to health care. 260,000 Virginians under threat of eviction. We got to go big, we got to be bold, and we cannot tinker around the edges. I want to take Virginia to the next level. Last time I was in, as you know, I took over with the biggest deficit, left the biggest surplus, most jobs ever created. And we're going to be in a similar type of situation because of COVID. Ralph and the governor, they've done a great job. But now it's about taking it to the next level. So I have big, bold plans. I'm not going to go through them. You can see them, Terry, for Virginia. But I talk about bringing the minimum wage $15 up to 2024. I talk about paid sick days, paid family medical leave, paid hazard pay. We got to get collective bargaining done here in the Commonwealth. But I really talk about a huge investment in education. We rank 50th, dead last, if you take average teacher pay and compare that to the average pay of our citizens. That's a disgrace for the 9th wealthiest state in America. So we got to pay our teachers above the national average. We got to make sure the 40,000 at-risk 3- and 4-year-olds finally get pre-K. Every child needs access to broadband. 14% of our children don't. So I'm ready to go big. The biggest investment in the history of the Commonwealth, leaning in on clean energy jobs, leaning in on more affordable housing, specifically in Fairfax and Northern Virginia, which is such a big, big issue. I have a whole health plan. Finally, let's get every single Virginian with access to health care. We did it before. We can take it to the next level. I had a right-wing wacky legislature last time, as you mentioned, 120 vetoes, this time with a Democratic legislature. I remind you in 2019 that you asked me to come back into service. I did 141 events in 60 days and took over the coordinated campaign, and we won that House of Delegates. It's going to take that work finally. Again, don't think this is easy. I'm the only person in 44 years to break the curse. Whoever wins the White House, the other party wins the governor's mansion. We got 5-seat majority in the House of Delegates. This is going to be tough. We got to have all the boots on the ground. We got to get everybody working. But that's why I've built such a broad coalition. All 133 cities, counties, supporters I have from everywhere in the Commonwealth. I have the vast majority of the House of Delegates, the state senators. In Fairfax, I've got 8 of the delegates, 4 of the senators. You know, Speaker Eileen Fillercorn. We've got the head of the Senate, Dick Saslaw, Jeff McKay, Sharon Bova. We got a great team put together, but it is time to go big and to be bold. No tinkering around the edges. It is time to take Virginia out front. I'm ready to do it with a broad coalition. Thank you for giving me this time today. Go Fairfax, best county in America.
All right.